Oh my god, that actually comes up on the microphone. My bad. Alright, are we all good? I think we're all good. Oh yes, we are good. Alright, so let me just quickly grab that. Just quickly getting all my stuff sorted out. Alright, sick. I think we're good. Open up my Spotify. There we go. Cool. Alright, is that the right position for me? I think so. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, I need to see if... Actually, I might go and do that after tonight's stream. There's a USB-C adapter that I could get. That means that this would be going at an angle that way. And it would make it easier to adjust the microphone position. Which would be really freaking cool. So yeah. Oh yeah. So I've been experimenting with a character appearance. Character called Zolliver, because it's a bit of a reference to a World of Warcraft character. A brand new, well, I say brand new, but newish Warcraft character. Just having a quick look at YouTube for a sec. Just having a quick... And I'm doing my naughty possible. I'm doing my thing, just sorting things out, making everything work properly. Which it seems to be. Yeah, microphone covers on. I'm aware that there's like this little part here that's uncovered, but it's really not that big a deal. At least, not that I'm aware of. Alright. Actually, no. I should be okay about there. Just worrying about my mic arm all the time at the moment. Just because it's a new thing for me, having it in front of the stream rather than behind it. So it's usually, in the past it was behind my monitor, and now it's right in front of my monitor. I mean, it makes it easier to deal with, but it's also a bit like, why? Why is it there? Alright, cool. Oh yeah, the outfit's a little skimpy on this one because I was bored and I wanted to do something fun. So the appearance sort of works. Oh yeah. Do LCC a couple of times to get something that doesn't look like absolute ass. Still perplexes me to this day why the hell there's a random bandit here doing stuff. Beyond weird. Anyway. This is a current appearance. I'm working on some ideas at the moment. I'm trying to decide on things and set up a character in a way that I feel like would work. But yeah, not the character that I'm going to be playing tonight. Tonight, we are going on Seraphine. Because I actually want to... I'm going to start doing Dawn Guard tonight. Because it's been such a long time since I've actually done Dawn Guard that I'm kind of like, screw it. Might as well play it. Oh. Got a few missiles. Beautiful little ice sword by the name of Shard Slayer. Very cool weapon. I think I might end up keeping Shard Slayer on me. So 28. Oh my god, it's better than my ebony sword. Well, Shard Slayer, welcome to my hip. Because my ebony sword is clearly lacking compared to you. Oh, shit. Arrows. Whoa. Did I just pick up a sword? I did. I picked up a sword of scorching. How useful. A Draenheart sword. I believe that I have that enchantment. You know, let's just grab it just in case I don't. Ditch the Staff of Lightning Bolts because it's not as useful as these two. I'm not even sure if I need the Frostwall one. Nah, you know what? I'm not going to stay without it. I'm going to stick with just my Staff of Magnus for the time being. I mean, I might get another Staff in the future, but I like my Staff of Magnus. Just still need to change that texture on, but oh well. I do not have the enchantment. Well, that's the thing. I now have an absorb stamina enchantment, so... Oh my god, that just makes this character absurd. Okay, so the Eve jacket doesn't do anything, that's fine. let's do that. Oh, I should have. Oh god. Where am I at? Oh, am I enchanting? I'm level 45. Which means I could gem dust. I need preserver. And no, that's not a normal I really want it. That's an definite I need. Tell you what, let's head downstairs in just a sec. I'm actually going to sell off all of my spare weaponry. That is not like a unique item, so... Ebony Sword of Animus. Do I? Actually, I might want to disenchant that. So basically everything that is something that I can just pick up in a random ruin, I'm selling. Everything that is a decent weapon that I want to keep, I'm keeping. Random pickaxe in that one, okay. Drain Blood Battle Axe. Have I got that? Let's check. You know what? Screw it. I'll just pick up all of my weapons that are Raven Bow, Drain Spell Bow.
Happy Skyrim Champions Day.
Thank you. Welcome. Courage. Meh. Fireballs, also meh. Lightning bolts, meh. Major light, meh. These ones keep. Right, so what I'm doing at the moment is I am basically clearing out my old stash of weapons and armor because I want to earn a bit of money on this character before I do anything else. I can leave that happening whilst I'm doing Dawnguard because that is part of what I'm going to be doing today. Okay, Drain Blood Battle Axe. I don't remember if I've got one of these down in the museum. Shit. Oh, and I've got them on me now. You know what? The Drain weapons I'm going to leave for the sec and go down to the museum in a second. Ooh, paralysis. Shock suppression necklace. Not many bad guys use shock damage, so I'm going to disenchant that. But yeah, I think we're alright. Because currently I've got Mornbringer and Dynamis as my two-handers on this character. So for those wondering, this character is a mage, but I'm also multi-specking her with like two-handed. Just because I thought, why not? It'd be fun. Right, I'm going to go off and sell absolutely everything in my bag, and then we will head off and start doing Dawnguard. 7 curses. That might be interesting to have a look at. I'm getting rid of the Cold Flame Staff simply because I have 2 of them now, so I don't really need to worry about it. The Ebony Sword of Animus, I'm not planning on keeping just because it's an ebony sword of animus, I can get other ones pretty easily actually because of some of Milhail's mods. Elven Mace of Expelling, I've already got the enchantment, so I don't need it. Same with that one. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need the Orcish shield, don't need that. It's a spare ring. How am I doing ring-wise? Oops. So I've got the Ring of Finister, Enchanted Ring, and a Conjuration Ring. Yeah, I think I'm good on rings. I pick them up so frequently that I'm just like, you know what? Oh, it's expensive and old. Oh well. Enduring Invisibility. That might come in useful at some point, so I'm going to keep a hand on that. I never use Solutions of Strength because they don't. The problem is they don't last long, and you can get enchantments that do basically the same thing. Don't need that. True Shot. I don't use a bow on this character. Resist Magic might come in useful. Water Breathing might come in useful. I am mortal after all. Strength. Berserker Potion. Ooh, might keep those. Because those are 30%ers. It's a True Shot Potion. Sneaky Potion. Keep it. Just in case I can't be bothered to deal with an area. I just think, screw it. Just going to chuck a Stealth Potion. Restoration. Maybe. Potion of True Shot. Bows do 20% more damage. Don't really care. Cure diseases. Need to keep those because, as I said, I am mortal again. Which is, for many people might just think, so what, your character's mortal? That's a big deal for me. I normally play vampires. I almost always play vampires. And the reason the character I was showing off earlier was not a vampire is just simply because I haven't taken her to a vampire den to get to Sanguinary Vampiris. So yeah. Water Breathing Potion again. But it's only 15 seconds, so I'm going to get rid of those. Lockpicking. Until I can prove that those work, I'm going to just sell lockpicking potions. I'm not a big fan of them personally. I do not use any armor on this character as well. Something that some people might think, wait a minute, are you insane? Why don't you use armor? Because flesh spells and Ordinator are really powerful. So I have my rough gems because I don't need them anymore. Well, Meridia's close by and I might as well sort her out. Screw it, might as well. Means that I can get some summoning practice in. Using the new Everglade animations for stairs and slopes, which is actually kind of cool. It's the EVG Clamber mod, for those wondering. Really cool mod, really clever. Really like the... Right, I already have one. Cool. The only thing that does worry me about animation mods that are very situational is if they're scripted. Yeah. I don't want to slow my game down. Sorry about that. Just going to skip that. It's a track. I prefer it if it's just a no singing at all track, personally, whenever I'm streaming. Here we go. So Shard Slayer, Staff of Magnus, and I would have had my other staff in there, but I decided, you know what, I'm going for a single staff.
Greetings.
Anything new for me?
Oh yes, I have in fact been researching the location of an artifact of interest. If you have the time,
Okay.
investigate it. I'll mark the
Sweet. Now, my character's down hairstyle, so when it's not up in a ponytail, I'm still trying to decide on what I want to use for that at the moment. So there might be one or two instances where I decide to try out. Because at the moment, the one that I'm using, I accidentally press Alt and space at the same time, is this one. Now, don't get me wrong, I like this hairstyle. Actually, sorry, no, wrong one. This is the hairstyle that I'm not sure if I'm going to keep. I like it, but I must admit I kind of prefer the more fancy hairstyles. Now, just to let you guys know, oh, guys and girls, of course. I normally say folks, but anyway. With my characters, the outfits are never going to be completely lore-friendly. I try to make them not ridiculous, but they'll never be completely lore-friendly. So, if you can't deal with that, I understand. But for the rest of us, it's for fun. It really is. So don't really worry about it. I have basically the same outfit for another character, but it's basically just jet black, so. I'm actually not sure which one I prefer. This one I like, but I might... The only reason that I haven't got the other one equipped on this character is the jackets. The jacket I'm using for this one is part of the Coco Evelyn outfit mod. So it's basically putting a couple of outfits from League of Legends into Skyrim. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the Evelyn jacket. The oh wow, brain not working. Sorry. The only reason I'm not using the black outfit is because there's not a black version of this jacket. This is like the one that I really like. Because it's not long sleeve. That's the main reason. Hey, doggo, go away. Oh, I do have Tower Howls Golem. Wow, I know myself well.
Look at my temple, lying in ruins. So much for the constancy of morals, their crafts, and their hearts. If they love me not, how can my love reach them?
I have a voice replacer just because the fact that multiple Daedric princes have the same
for my
voice
splendor to return to Skyrim,
kind of annoyed me.
but the token of my truth.
I would have thought that at
lies
least the
buried in
Daedric
ruins
princes
of
would
my
have
once
different
great
voices.
temple, now tainted by a profane darkness skittering within. The necromancer Malkoran defiles my shrine with vile corruptions, trapping lost souls left in the wake of this war to do his bidding. Worse still, he uses the power stored within my own token to fuel his foul deeds. I have brought you here, mortal, to be my champion.
Oh, her mouth's
You will
not
enter
moving.
my temple, retrieve my artifact, and destroy the Defiler.
I'll do it.
Good. Go, now. The artifact must be reclaimed and Melkoran destroyed. Melkoran has forced the doors shut, but this is my temple, and it responds to my decree. I will send down a ray of light. Guide this light through my temple, and its doors will open.
I do need to sort out a outfit replacer for this character, just so that she actually looks cool. Follow the Daedric Prince Meridia. No. If the game will allow me to, will probably... The only point that I will change my god for this character is maybe possibly Oriel. Or maybe a different one, not sure. Where are we going? I should know this because I've done this place many times before, but I keep forgetting. Oh, here we go. Corrupted Shades. Yeah, that's what happens when you get Mournbringer. It just destroys everything. I love this sword. Come on, you. Gotcha. I need to have a look into possibly replacing parts of my mouse, because I'm using it's a Razer Naga Pro, which is a nice mouse. I really like it personally, because I like the extra buttons on the side and all that lot. Oh shit. Let's swap over to Dynamis. Whoa, okay. Oh boy. This is a creature that you don't really want to get close to. And that you really just want to bombard from range. Because that Gravelord sword is absurd. The only reason I don't use them is because they are so goddamn heavy. They're 36 pounds a piece. It's the only problem with a white outfit. You can see the dirt, like, immediately. Whereas a black outfit or something else, don't overly notice it. Tell you what, for the time being, let's make that my primary.
I need.
Oh, lock time. Oh, come on. Stupid fucking lock. Fire arrows, don't really care. Shared trauma. Yeah, because it's fire arrows, why not?
Waving hand sign.
I need KT? What do you mean? Hey, Dante. Oh, great.
Meridia's quest.
Yeah, get on Meridia's quest. Hey, there we go. Not so tough when I'm actually geared to defeat it. Alright, have I done that one? Yes, I have. Good. Thank God for animated traversal. I unfortunately do not have the smart version of animated traversal, you know, where it'll allow you to jump up on all kinds of things. Simply because I tried it on my system and for some reason it just didn't want to work at all. Maybe I need to do a test with it at some point soon. What do we got? Ruby Rose Gold Circlet. Why not? I have a yeah, thought so. Lol.
It is done.
If I was in the
The
Elder
Defiler is
Scrolls universe,
defeated.
I'm hard simping for
Take
Meridia,
Dawnbreaker
as most
from
other
its
Daedric
pedestal.
princes will screw you over.
Yeah, I agree. Unless, you know, I'm a vampire and I would just say, you know what, fuck her. Because, you know, I'm that kind of person. I can deal with not being able to go out during the day. I really can. I only do it for essentials in the real world, so why not?
Malkoran is vanquished. Skyrim's dead shall remain at rest. This is as it should be. And this
Enjoy
is
being
because of
Malagval's
you.
personal stripper for eternity.
A new day is dawning, and you shall be its herald. Take the mighty Dawnbreaker, and with it, purge corruption from the dark corners of the world. Wield it in my name, that my influence may grow.
I'll wield this mighty blade in your name.
May the light of certitude guide your efforts.
Oh boy, going down. I remember some people were having a bug where they would just literally die from that fall. Here's the thing, guys. You just turn on God mode. It's as simple as opening the console, TGM, and you're good.
I had that problem.
Yeah, it's a sucky problem, but, you know, it's a very easy one to get around.
Can I show you what watering needs to be done?
I'm streaming tonight.
So do you know what needs to be done?
Yeah, more or less the same stuff as normal, yeah?
Right. And they about twice a week those boxes.
Also good news, I finally downgraded back to January 5th, 97.
Right. So I have the Vigilant of Stendar quest, but I have decided that instead of going directly for Vigilant, I want to go through Dawnguard first, so that I can get some of the more powerful items from that.
No more suffering and worries about unupdated mods.
Yeah, agreed. So yeah, I'm going to go through Dawnguard first, and then we're going to go through Vigilant after that, hopefully. I don't have a horse, and I probably need to sort that out. Oh, I've got $3,000, I should be okay. We've sorted that out. I'm probably going to do what I've done in the past, where I just pick up a wild horse on the way through. Ride it up to Whiterun. Get that all sorted out. It's that way. Get lost, you stupid goblins. So the only part that I don't look forward to whenever my parents go away on holiday, because they tend to go away on holiday and I will just stay behind, because honestly, just having it as just me for a few weeks is more than enough for a holiday for me. But my dad asks me to do a lot
I don't
of the...
use horses cause I normally play as a flying race with mods.
That's fair. So yeah, my dad asked me to do a lot of all the watering for the plants that we've got that he does, which is fair enough. But I know where most of the ones that he wants me to water are, so it doesn't really matter. Although I must admit, I don't know what it's going to be like weather-wise around here for the next few weeks, so... Oh, for God's sake, a pair of saber cats? Go away, you stupid animal. Get off. Stupid weather. That weather should not happen in an area that's not icy. Come on, game, wake up. Yeah. I need to clean my clothes off. Oh, Robert's Gorge. Ugh, fine.
If only Season of Skyrim worked.
Oh yeah, Seasons of Skyrim, yeah. Fucking hell, the amount of blood on my character at the moment. Stupid dog, go away. Oh, Jesus. Something... Why does that always happen? I don't have any exterior saves, so I have to go through the Malkoran fight again.
It is done. The Defiler is defeated. Take Dawnbreaker from its pedestal.
I'm getting paid for this, thank you very much. Ugh, random axe stuff thingy. Don't care, go away.
Malkoran is vanquished. Skyrim's dead shall remain at rest. This is as it should be. And this is because of you. A new day is dawning, and you shall be its herald. Take the mighty Dawnbreaker,
I'll
and
keep
with
the
it,
sword, but find
purge
someone else
corruption
to
from the
spread your
dark
religion.
corners of the world.
Whoops. Oh well.
Meridia needs wings.
Yeah, agreed. I need to sort out like a spade or something like that for her. I know there are other ones, but I think it's mixing up with another mod that I'm using, so that's why I'm not using it. Stop it, Skyrim. Jesus Christ. Maybe that's probably an Obsidian Weathers thing, if I remember correctly. Seasonal effects are off. Stupid thing. Yeah, I need to look into possibly fixing my mouse at some point, because after a little while, I think it happens with all mice, but after a little while the button that's inside the actual switch itself basically starts to get weaker and weaker and weaker and harder to use. But the thing is, the plastic that you're pressing to actuate the switch stays fairly solid for quite a while. So you end up with basically a tiny little gap. It's absolutely minuscule, but it feels really weird. Are you kidding me? Alright, you stupid elves.
Your time is at its end.
Don't you see, elders? Do your work.
Come on. Destroy that stupid elf.
Sir, I've got no interest in you. You're asking for trouble walking around with dangerous magic like that. Stay away from me.
Shut up, stupid Nord. Nobody would want to play this game if the Nords were just actively racist all the time. That's probably why Bethesda designed them, so that they don't like it, but they'll tolerate it. Task of the Wanderer, what the f... Oh my god, really?
Mighty Smear, you won't leave here alive.
Really? randomly
At
decides
least
to
he knows
attack
that
me.
Mihail's mods are lethal.
Yeah. Not exactly the most safe thing to do. Just randomly attacks me. So I just show him the error of his ways. By decapitating him. Sort of Monbringer. Do I have... I have Divine Smite. Screw it. Hello! Dogs. Oh, that's another head gone. Take off 60% of their health, and then the burning fall beneath them, yeah, it kind of does the rest. Oh, hello. Come on, dickhead. Hammer and heavy armor versus sword and no armor. Okay, never mind. He destroyed me. I'll admit I'm not overly... Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, this is gonna piss me off. I need to turn on some more saves because I keep dying because I don't save. Oh my god, I've had enough of this shit.
Hammer wins.
Only because I was an idiot and I forgot to save.
It is done. The Defiler is defeated.
Yeah. Shut up,
Take
Meridia.
Dawnbreaker from its pedestal. Malkoran is vanquished. Skyrim, a new... Take the mighty Dawnbreaker, and with
I'll
it,
wield this mighty
purge
blade
corruption
of
from the dark corners of the...
Yeah. Cool. Probably won't use Dawnbreaker because it's using a different enchantment to the one that I prefer. The one that I prefer is the one that's on my Dynamis sword, so I'm sticking with that. I need to find out what mod changes that, because one of the mods that I'm using replaces the original Dawnbreaker enchantment with something else, and I kind of don't like that. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just find that mod, and edit it and delete that tweak.
What did it charge it to?
It changed it to, I think it's a kind of a fiery explosion, but the problem with the enchantment is it's just really laggy. That's what I've noticed with it. Okay. Thanks, Skyrim, you're a total dickhead. I have to go through that fight again. Fuck's sake. Oh, wait, the wrong one. Don't use that one. Right. What I'm going to do now is close mod organizer and reopen it. And, you know, just in case there's a possibility of it causing issues, and I don't really care about. Put it this way, I don't care about going through that quest again. As much as it's a good quest and I don't mind doing it, it gets to that point where you've done it 100 times and you're just like, I've had enough of this shit. Right. Let's get this done and then I will remember to save afterwards. Even if it's just a goddamn quick save. Maybe that's what I need to do with my room. So, for those of you who've been around to my streams for a little while, or even any amount of time really, know that I live with my parents still because I haven't had the money ever to be able to move out. Because I haven't worked massively long hours and I haven't saved up for it. Anyway. Not the point. I basically have to tell them whenever I'm streaming. And I keep forgetting that I've got this little sign on my door that I can flip over for when I'm streaming. I need to figure out a way of making myself remember to flip that sign over. But it's only useful having a sign like that when people actually take notice of it.
It is done. The Defiler is defeated. Take Dawnbreaker from its
Yeah, for
pedestal.
the fourth fucking time. Using the game for me, just so that I don't have to listen to her run through her spiel again.
Take the
Yeah,
mighty
blah, blah,
Dawnbreaker,
blah.
and with it, purge. May the light of certitude guide your efforts.
Hey, here we go. Okay. Now I don't have to deal with that crap again. I can just move on and do something else. Oh, I need to find that cruise control mod. There's this cool mod that's basically an automatic walk you to your destination mod. Which is a really cool thing if you want to just run the game in the background. Say you've played the game multiple times over and you're quite honestly bored of just traveling everywhere. I know, yeah, you could fast travel, but maybe you just want to quickly set your character to just run off to another area and wait there whilst you're, say, you got to go to the loo or something like that. You can just do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can find that mod in the next couple of days and see if I can set it up. Because trust me, if I can have it so that my character just runs to a specific point, so that I can quickly dash off and, like, I don't know, get myself some food, that'd be really helpful. Okay, Mournbringer.
Would you like a mod that plays the game for you as well, lol?
Never should have come here.
Watch it, Dante. Oh, fucking hell. Thank you. It's also a good idea if you want to do, say you're that kind of person where you feel like you need to do a quick run through of the game just to make sure that it doesn't crash. Don't need to do any quests, just need to run from point A to point B. That kind of mod would be very useful. Because then you don't have to just sit there and press W and move your mouse up a couple of times. You can actually just set it up to go to one area and not have to worry about it. Oh yeah, let's sort you out in a minute. I want to make sure that you're idiots. Jeez Louise. That is a lot of arrows. Whoa, bloody hell, my health. Regen potion to slow it down, and a potion of health. And maybe... Oh, you're kidding me. I'm out of them? Oh, I've only got like minors. Ugh, no thank you very much. Okay, I am going... Okay, that's why he was easy to kill. He had lamellar armor instead of the full plate that he had before, so he had lower armor rating. Tell you what, that's one of the things that I remember doing in World of Warcraft, especially when it was the good old days and when traveling around the world was not amazingly fast. You just get yourself set up with whatever gear you needed, and maybe if you're a hunter, you get yourself some more arrows or more bullets or whatever. And then you just take a flight point from where you currently were and over to wherever you were going to do your next batch of quests. Even that would take a little while to get there. It'd be like 10 minutes on a flight path. Whereas it'd be like probably in the range of between 40 minutes to an hour walking. Yeah. It's a bit slow. But I still remember the amount of times that on a patch day, so, well, not a patch day. Patch days, it wasn't as big of a deal, but on a launch day, like for a new expansion, oh my god. That sucked. It was often... If you didn't have queues, it was just insane amounts of lag. And that sucked. I must admit, I'm kind of glad that I haven't played WoW in a couple of years, because, honestly, that's one of the parts that I really do not miss. And trust me, if I ever go back to World of Warcraft, which is still possible, I still might do it, I might go and play the hardcore mode and see how far I can get. Oh, no, you don't. It's actually kind of interesting with the hardcore realms for this World of Warcraft. It's very intense, to say the least, because here's the thing, it's the old version of WoW. It's the first version before any expansions came out. So if you think that modern WoW is hard, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because old school WoW used to be really hard. It was just like... it was, well, actually it was less hard, it was more slow. And I get it, most people these days don't want to play something that's slow, and I completely understand that. But it's for that group of people that they're not playing it to be the best, they're playing it because it's nostalgic, it's what they played when they were a kid. Bearing in mind WoW has been out for 20 years. And I used to play it, I played it from like, what was it, late Burning Crusade, so I want to say 2006, 2007-ish, up until fairly recently. So maybe a year or two ago. No, I'd say 2 years ago.
I was just wondering, the next time we meet, do you think maybe
But it's
fire magic?
a credit to how well Blizzard's designers do with that game. It's still consistently drawing people back because there's always the hope that, ooh, this expansion might be better than the last one. And I think that is what makes people want to come back to World of Warcraft. So yeah, I am very much interested to see what they're going to do with it. I really am. The one thing you don't want to have to do, though, whenever you build a new character in that game, is you do not want to have to deal with griefers. You're going to get griefers no matter what, but yeah, dealing with those assholes is pretty annoying. So griefers can just, for those who don't know and those who don't play MMOs, griefers can come in all shapes and sizes. They can just be someone being irritating and stopping you from being able to click on like something for a quest, or they can be that irritating enemy faction stealth character, so often a rogue, hiding in the bushes, ready to ambush you with some of the often some of the best gear in the game, because they're, I'm not even sure if I call it depraved, or just a dense mind seems to think that that's fun.
I'm more of a superhero mo kind of guy.
Yeah, I know that. I know, dude. I know. But yeah, games like World of Warcraft are great fun, but they genuinely do have their downsides. I mean, one of the things I do miss is it's... Oh, my bad. It's one of those games where you didn't actually have to constantly press left click, because you have more abilities than just left or right clicking. Most classes had up to 30 abilities, and some of them were very situational. It's like my personal favourite class has always been mages. I've always loved mages. They're just a lot of fun. And one of my abilities that I always had bound, almost no matter what.
Champions Online had stealth characters in PvP with Night Warrior passive. It was a problem cause Night Warrior has a special power that one-shots you when stealth.
Oh, nasty. Yeah, one of the many really useful abilities that I had as a mage was Ice Block. So basically your character would freeze himself on a block of ice and turn themselves immune for a short period of time. Very helpful. Very easy way of getting yourself out of a horrible situation.
Unless you're a tank, you're not surviving their attack.
True. Same with rogues and WoW. The part that was always annoying in WoW is rogues had poisons and they were able to stun you for quite long periods of time. And they never completely managed to fix that. Because the stuns are supposed to be only for like a few seconds. But with the fact that rogues have two weapons, so a main hand and an offhand, you could get stun locked for ages. Because there's a chance of it happening with both weapons. If they've got like that specific poison on both weapons. And they attack fast enough to the point where you don't really need both weapons to have it. You can just have one weapon having it. Fucking hell. Don't have to fight some of these creatures sometimes, but for some reason the game just is like, no, you have to fight them. But why? I don't want to.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
I don't have time for this.
Don't you walk away from me.
Alright. I must admit, I'm that kind of person where I'd prefer to play an MMO where it's
But the
hard
most
to
broken
resurrect
builds were
people.
all strength builds because knock scales with your strength and you take fall damage that bypasses all resistance and defense.
Yep, you get that. You also have that in World of Warcraft, yeah. Yeah, but honestly, if I was going to play an MMO these days, I would want it to be something a bit more hardcore than a game where you're practically just standing there and tapping buttons. And maybe make it so that like the actual death system means something rather than it just being an inconvenience. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and make it to Iverstead first before I go for a sleep. Right. Place myself in somewhere that's relatively safe. I mean, one thing you can definitely say is, if you think about it, D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, is technically the most hardcore game there is. Because if your character outright dies, that's it. Character's not coming back. And yeah, there is a chance to resurrect a character, but it's within a specific period of time in a game that is very roleplay heavy because it's often pen and paper. So yeah, it is literally one of the most hardcore games you can play. And I quite honestly, I kind of like the idea of a game being that level of hardcore, but as like an MMO. I think that would be really fun. Just, for God's sake, make sure to put it in the marketing. So you don't have players bitching and complaining, oh my god, my character's dead. Yeah, no shit, it's dead.
And it doesn't help that I normally play the weakest power set in the game, telepathy. It's a range power set that's main gimmick is its dot damage.
Oh dear, not the best idea in the world. Yeah, dot damage is great as long as you can just load up your enemy with a ton of dots at once, just so that their health takes down quick enough. Oh, an empty? More or less. Oh no, it's happening again. I've got a castle of cans on my right desk. I'll tell you what, if I end up doing like a longer stream on Saturday, which is a possibility, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I'm saying that it's possible. I might do a bit of game design stuff, like design document rather than
Instant
like actually.
83 Gerald Sippy.
Yeah, I might do a game design stream, not actually in like Unreal Engine or anything like that, just making a design document is the thought. Because honestly, I think that would be kind of fun to see what multiple different gamers like and dislike, so that we can cross-reference them and make something that, God forbid, might actually be fun. Yoink. My horse now.
The dots aren't the main focus. The dots leave debuffs like stress, dependency, and regret that all stack 3 times each. They use mind break to shatter all the debuffs at once.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like Shadow Priest. It's a shame I can't show you guys this MMO stuff at the moment, just because I don't have an active subscription in WoW. I mean, technically I could, but it'd be much lower level. But I'd also have to patch the game up to fully working, so I must admit I can't be bothered. It's always been one of those things that amazes me in games like WoW, where you get dozens of players, thousands of players playing the same class, and in some cases even the same spec. But then you have like 1, 2, maybe 3 people who are just absolutely insane at playing that specific spec and just destroy everything in PvP and other game modes. That is absurd in my opinion. That is just nuts. It's like some of the best players in World of Warcraft are leagues better than others. It's insane.
Mind Break can deal some ungodly single target damage as Mind Break hits a target 3 times for each debuff, and God forbid you crit, lol.
Oh shit. That sounds horrifying. It's like, you could... every spell that you cast when you're in Frost spec as a mage in WoW, you could, you had this chance to basically put this cold effect on people. Or just mobs or whatever. And the higher that stacks, the more damage your frost abilities do.
It's balanced by the fact that the debuffs are slow to stack.
Yeah, but what was it? There's this freezing effect that you could get in WoW where you can just... that would apply itself whenever you cast a frost spell. And as I said, it would stack up to a certain number of times, and the higher it stacked, the more damage it would do. So what looks like a single spell coming in and hitting you, if you don't keep an eye on those debuffs, you are dead. Where are you, Predator Vision? I'm gonna give myself the night vision just because it's easier to see. I got a quick way up. There's one just across the bridge. Okay, cool. But yeah, classes that could just dump a ton of dots on you were disgusting in WoW. They genuinely were. That's why Shadow Priests are really good in PvP. Because the entire idea is you just dot them up and just leave them and just go off and attack someone else. And if you really needed to, like Dante was saying with his character in a different game, you have this ability that can just activate the dots so that they would just immediately dump a shitload of damage into someone. Yeah, that's scary. That is very scary.
Ice is the same way in Champions, except you have 2 ways of dealing damage: shield debuff damage or ice structure damage, where you encased an enemy in an ice construct to shatter it.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's a clever way of doing it. I mean, personally, the setup that I loved was I loved playing fire when I was doing PvP. Because I could still cast spells whilst I was on the move. So I was still quite mobile. And after you'd basically gain
But
these
most
procs,
people
which
go
are...
with the debuff method as it's faster.
That's fair enough. Yeah, you could gain these procs called Ignite. So it would basically increase your... It would give you the chance to get an instant cast version of a spell called Pyroblast, which is... If you think of the fireballs that I've been chucking on this character, think of a fireball about 3 or 4 times the size, and just a bit slower. And it does a shitload of damage. It does like 3 or 4 times the damage. And this proc would basically, you'd get a stack of, I think it's about 3 of them, and you get an instant one of those. Instead of it taking like, I think it was between 3 and 5 seconds to cast, if I remember correctly. Because here's the thing, Fireball was a fairly simple and fairly quick cast in WoW. It wasn't like Skyrim where it's just absurd and it takes forever to get that ability. Nah. You practically had it from like level 2 or 3 if I remember correctly. And from vanilla World of Warcraft you'd get it from level 1. Don't know, but I think I took his head off. Oh no. I'm sorry, but a sword like this would probably be capable of cleaving your body in half. Oh my god, it's so unrealistic.
Fire in Champions does something similar depending on the number of debuffs. The fireball gets bigger, and recently they came out with a device called Ultimate Fireball.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. Yeah, we also had this, all mages have this ability called Time Warp. It's on like a, if I remember correctly, it's like a 10-minute cooldown. But for a short period of time, it would like... It would increase your casting speed by like 3 or 4 times. So for like 30 seconds or so, you could cast like... you could cast that Pyroblast ability that I was talking about. About as fast as you could launch a fireball. I'm doing alright, thank you. Just talking about spells and abilities.
It turns the fireball into an ultimate ability that make fireball a massive nuke.
Nice. What else did we have? We had Blizzard. Very similar to the Blizzard that we have in Skyrim, but it was an area of effect spell, but it would rain down like chunks of ice on the ground and do damage that way. And then you had Meteor. Oh boy, Meteor is hilarious. Meteor is a gigantic fireball that's probably like I don't know, 15 foot wide, and does a huge amount of damage in a specific area. So say you got 2 or 3 mages working together, and you manage to hold someone in one spot. Just dump a meteor on their head. Oops, unlucky. If I remember correctly, it also had a it was only a couple of seconds, but it also had a bit of a dot effect, so once the meteor had landed, that area would still be doing damage to you for a couple of seconds. Pretty nasty ability, but it was so fun. Being the entirely biased mage player that I am.
What a coincidence, Meteor exists in Champions as well and it does the same thing.
Nice. In my opinion, with a lot of these games, if it's basically, if it has the same like animations and more or less the same animations and more or less the same look, it should do the same thing. There's no point in reinventing the wheel. Oh, hello, Minotaurs. Alright. Oh, turn off night vision just because. Ice spike machine gun? Cool. Problem is he won't despawn. Oh well. But apparently he can follow me. LOL. There's a giant ice stompy boy behind you. Yeah, don't worry about him. He'll be fine.
Oh, hey there. You here to join the Dawn Guard too? Truth is, yes. I've never anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you. Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for me.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, mind the fire.
The reason I played as telepathy was because of its ultimate mind like that, like the minds of yourself and allies and enemies. When you take damage, enemies take damage.
Oh right. Oh wow, that is... Yikes.
Probably killed lots of vampires, huh? I'm sure Isran will sign you right up. Sure, he'll take me. I hope so. That must be it. Fort Dawn Guard. Wow. Bigger than I expected. Is it? This place looks almost deserted.
Okie dokie, let's get up there. I am hoping that I can
Mind
sleep.
like also spreads the telepathy dots. Link.
Ah, nice.
You know why. Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
Why did it change mind link to mind like?
No idea.
I remember Keeper Cossack telling me repeatedly.
It is more than likely that it's just autocorrect being what I like to call it. Auto wrong.
Come begging for my protection.
Garcet is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance. Everyone. All dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
I heard you were looking for vampire hunters.
You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well.
Really?
What can I do to help?
I need someone out in the field taking a fight to the damn vampires. While we're
Yeah.
getting the fort back in shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related.
Jeff was trying to escape from my hand. How rude.
Tell her about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adalvald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isram.
Mind link is crazy good when doing world bosses or open world event bosses, as you basically steal the damage of your allies and repeat that damage to all enemies in a 360-degree area around you.
That's crazy.
Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades.
Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea. You Vigilants were never treated.
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendar granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there, boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here. What's your name?
I will happily admit
My name is Agnew.
that if I was playing a vampire,
Do I look like a sir?
Agby,
I'm not a sir.
let's just put it this way. He would have gotten smashed underneath the Minotaur's mallet, shall we say.
Farm boy. What's your weapon?
Ah, spoopy music. I like spoopy music. Hmm? Oh wow, my
So
Steam
if
Deck is
someone
being
does 1000 damage to a single target, mind like takes that damage and says time to make all enemies suffer 1000 damage.
That's insane, dude. What is this song? I need to know what it is. Oh, of course, it's an Adrian von Ziegler song, which means that it's epic. Or track, whatever you want to call it. Don't care. Does additional damage to vampires. Cool. Random halberd. Bro. What are you doing? Just stay there. Stay.
It's great for bosses that summon trash mobs.
Oh, wait a minute, it's on fire. Oops. Ball of concentrated sunlight dealing 68 sun damage to undead, increased by 50% during the day. Also known as that. Oh yeah, and I managed to find one of the abilities from one of the magic mods that I was mucking around with. Say hello to my little friend. This is my little friend. The interesting thing is that when the mod author designed it, so if I, yeah, 22 damage a hit. Okay, that's not bad. Edric Scepter, here we go. Summons a mace of divine lights that deals sun damage, extra damage to undead, and heals you for the amount done. It lasts for 120 seconds. You know the craziest thing is, though? It uses the sword animations. So it's stupid fast. And sheaths like a sword. Lol.
Also, another unique thing about telepathy is its energy unlock called telepathic reverberation. Most energy unlocks gain energy for yourself.
Nice. Oh yeah, you guys know that I had a ton of profiles for my Skyrim SE through Mod Organizer, right? Well, well, something happened. I transferred all of my profiles off of my main drive onto an external backup drive, which is not plugged in, just so that I can actually, it doesn't have a chance of like data corruption or anything like that. Yeah, all those profiles together, bearing in mind I deleted most of them apart from 2. That was 130 gigs. And most of that size is in sorry, not mods, is in save files. That's pretty insane.
But telepathies gains energy for anyone else who is also using telepathic reverberation, meaning as long as another telepathy player is gaining energy, I can stand still and gain energy.
Okay, that's kind of nice.
It is not other power set CAD do this.
You might have to retype that one, Dante, because that one came out all garbled.
It is no other power set can do this.
Right, okay. Wait, what? I can just take this shit? Cool. Ooh, do I have a... Yes, I have Dawnstar Teleport. Means that I can get there relatively quickly. And I'm not going to do it anywhere near other NPCs. Oh, hi there. Nope, go away. Whee! Alright, I need to find a place that I can just sit down and
let's
teleport.
not forget telepathy also has a unique passive called Congress of Selves that can be used in all roles.
Q.
Yo, which mod is adding the charge bar when you're spell casting?
I believe it's called Cast Bar, but I'll have to just double check. Casting Bar, there you go. I probably need to check whether it's got an update. Oh yeah, I'm using version 2. This is version 3 now. Lol. Well, why doesn't that surprise me? What's new? So version 2, version 3. Experimental compatibility of interesting casting bar.
Thanks, I'll check that one out.
Where's the stars? Ooh, that is cool. Me like. Ooh,
And it
separate...
lets your dots ignore 30 of all defense and lets you walk into a group of enemies undetected without any invisibly effects as long as you don't attack.
Nice. Hey, welcome JJ. So separate widgets, meter colors, are used for spells, archery and shouts. Sick. Widget structure remains unchanged for backward compatibility. Sick. Why have I not endorsed this thing yet? Gib. And I will gib on that one too. Thank you. Yeah, it's 5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna go and sit in the inn for a couple of hours.
Did you change your mind? You're always welcome. I see. I'll be here if you change your mind.
That's the NPC for Vigilant. But as per normal, NPCs are irritating and really get on my nerves. So I usually end up flipping them off. Just because I've had enough of listening to them.
Congress of Selves. I can just walk into a group of high-level enemies and cast Ego Sleep and boom, they all are asleep now, and as Ego dots don't count as an attack, they basically take damage.
Nice. I have an idea. Give me a second, folks. Just gonna find somewhere that I can't get immediately attacked. As luckily the annoying flying scaly sausages have decided to take a very extended dirt nap. Oh yes, you can thank Inigo for that kind of joke. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that.
But the problem is that dot damage is painful slow.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, just give me a moment, guys. And I think that's right. Alright. I should be okay now, hopefully. So basically what I've done, you can now see it, is I've adjusted the angle of this part so that I can hopefully... Oh god. What the fuck's going on with this thing? It's as tight as it gets on one part, and other parts it's just like, nah, I'm going to be loose as hell. Okay, what the hell's going on? Sorry about this. This is something that I should tweak off stream, but it was annoying me, so... Tough luck, it's happening now. Yeah, I believe that parts of this might need remaking at some point because it's being weird.
It may be slow, but it's fun to solo hard content that most powers would struggle to do.
Alright. Ow! Get off! Thank you. Stupid bloody wolf. Moving it so that it's... This is the problem when you've got a microphone right in your face. Gotta get it in a position where it's actually easy for it to pick up... For one thing, easy for it to pick up your voice. And for two things, where it's not in the way when you're looking at your screen.
And remember, telepathy is the weakest power set but has the easiest time soloing.
Okay. Ugh, it's the only annoying thing from my point of view. It's blocking the entire right side of my keyboard, so I can't see it. Oh well.
And people overhype telekinesis as better than telepathy.
Oh. Oh, Dynamis! I need you. Oh. Lol. Hey, look, you got a sneak attack on that one. How useful.
I don't see telekinesis walking past mobs of enemies untouched end.
Diminishing? That is so useless. Why? Why you give me the useless shit? Get ripped! Why are you so tough? What the shit? Ugh. No. Yep. Edge Receptor. Yeah. It's not brilliant, I must admit. Don't think the damage is particularly high. Well, I was saying it was doing 22. Weird. Oh, do I not have much in the way of, like, one-handed perks? Probably not. I think I'm alright on Magicka, so I'm going to bump a few into health. Ah. Does it I wonder if it considers it a mace. Screw it, I'll try it. Oh my god, Fury Strength. Of course we're getting that. Come on, you. There we go.
Does WoW have any classes that use darkness?
Sort of. Shadow Priest does. It's more void than darkness, but... Well, it uses dark magic, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think there's anything that uses darkness itself. Just like dark magic and void magic and that kind of stuff.
What are the mechanics?
Usually void magic is like damage over time effects and that kind of stuff. You can also summon like demon, like some void creatures, which I believe do void damage, but I can't remember. No? No, shame. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Champion's Darkness power set does both shadow and void stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of the different classes in WoW are, well, a lot of the different mage classes, so priests, warlocks, and actual mages are just like... They do much the same thing, but with different damage types.
Actually, the damage type is coded as dimensional damage.
Okay.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. My oath to Stendar is stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you, Vigil. And I don't think you even know what you found here.
You sure that was wise, Lokiel? He still might have told us something. We haven't gotten anywhere ourselves with nothing.
He served his purpose by leading us to this place. Now it is up to us to hark on the prize. And we will not return without it. Vingalro and Orpheon, they bravely
Yes, of course, Lokiel. Do not forget who brought you news of the Vigilance discovery.
I never forget who my friends are.
La 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 la. Come on, Stumpy boy. Do I have? Really? Fine. Here. Go wreck him. Oh, this'll be fun. Really, I couldn't have just wiped off on my outfit. Rude.
The cool thing about Darkness from Champions is that some of their attacks have life drain, making it a great class as a DPS, as most other DPS lack a good self-healing.
Yep. Yep, very similar with WoW. I mean, Mage don't really have much in the way of self-healing in combat. Well, I've got an arrow embedded in my arse and my upper thigh. Lovely. Let's pull those out. Alright, big guy. Thank you. Ah, hello there, Serana.
Who sent you here?
Yeah.
Who were you expecting?
I was expecting someone like me, at least.
Are you a...
Vampire, yes.
Why were you locked away like this?
That's complicated. And I'm not totally sure if I can trust you. But if you want to know the whole story, help me get back to my family's home.
Where do you need to go?
My family used to live on an island. to the
I am
west of
probably going to
Solitude.
fast travel this because I have a travel point that's literally right next to Volcar, so...
Good to meet you.
Any idea how to get out of here?
Your guess is as good as mine. This place looks pretty different from when I was locked away. Ready when you are. Who's there? I knew I heard something.
And their Passion Shadow form is another stealth passive like Night Warrior, but in reverse, where you have to use any abilities that reduces perception.
Not very impressive.
One of the Vampire Queen dresses. Which are overpowered as all fuck, but hey ho. Can I be bothered to go through the entire mod to adjust the enchantments? No. Can anybody? There's probably someone. But, yeah.
Wow, nice Serena Hungry Instant 83 E Gerald Hyper Instant 83 Kirby Rave Instant 83 Anime.
Yeah, she kind of just rips apart that gargoyle.
This feels like the right way. I was starting to worry.
So it's basically Sheath that can't be broken but lacks that one-shot ability from Night Warrior.
Oh boy.
Done and done.
Stealth.
Shite, my fucking health again. Hey! Woot. Piece of my health again. Oh, that one was about to attack it. Oh well. Oh god. Where's my fucking healing potions? There we go. Yeah, okay, fine, I died.
Now the power set that I want to be updated that hasn't changed is Celestial. It's a great healing power.
Oh, shit. Oh, just a Fosserana?
I'll never tell
Yep.
you anything, vampire. My oath is stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you.
Thank my life. Yes, hello.
Isn't there a mod that auto-saves at the start of any combat?
Don't know actually. Haven't checked. Oh, come on. Alright, you big bastard. There we go. It's the problem with doing a quest line you've done many times before, with a harder mod list than you've done in the past. You know the mod list. Sorry, you know the quest line off by heart, so you're kind of bored of it. But then you have to fight your way through it again, which is harder. Yay!
Where is... Who sent you here?
That's not your concern.
I think it... Why would someone who isn't like me
Are
come
you?
all the way down here? Vampire, yes.
Why were you locked away like this?
That's complicated. And I'm not totally sure if I can trust you. But if you want to know the whole story, help me
And
get
why
back
not
to
lop my
the
head off the second that you got out of that bloody coffin?
Where do you need to go?
My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you.
Any idea how to get out of here?
Your guess is as good as mine. This place looks pretty different from when I was locked away.
Cool.
Right behind you.
I don't like unnecessarily going through the same dialogue 3 or 4 times, so I always like to do a save afterwards. Well, you know, when I remember. Hi. Oh, no you don't. Alright. Almost there again. Oh shit, yeah, it's a fear effect. Yeah, need to remember, using that sword kind of makes Serana run away. Because she's undead. It's one of the reasons I kind of went off going and using Dawnbreak in the first place. Still an amazing ability, and really helpful when you're like solo
I mean, it's
dungeoneering.
lore accurate.
True. Oh shit. Serana's alright, but she's not doing great. I hate snipers. These guys are unlike normal archer skeletons. They hit like a goddamn truck. Oh my god. That is a lot of arrows.
I think there's a perk in one of the black books that makes your spells and attacks ignore followers.
Hmm. Be a good idea to find out which one of those it was so that I could quickly just go and grab it. Okay, I need to know what that does. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I believe I know what mod that is. It's one that came out recently and it's by a friend of mine called Mist. I believe it's got an entire menu for you to tweak. So I might adjust it so that it's not taking up a ton of my magicka, because that was taking up a lot.
Who are you worshipping?
Magnus.
Good to breathe again. Even in this weather, it's better than
Okay.
That's it. Out there to the north. We used to keep a boat around here to get there and back.
Okay, come on you. There it is.
This is the part where we usually get in the boat. You with me?
There's the sail icon. Where's the other one? Ugh, I think I'm just gonna have to use the sail. Wah wah. Oh boy. Good old animated boats mod. Not 100% sure, but this might actually clean off my clothes. That'd be useful. Oh, and we're almost there.
Imagine going back to Meridia and having to explain your new hot vampire goth GF.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be funny. Oh, it's something I didn't turn on. Back in a sec. It's my fan. Oh, that's better. That is so much better. But yeah, explaining to Meridia about Serana. I don't explain anything to anybody. Thank you very much. I'm the Archmage. Archmage, bitch. That's the one. Hey, there we go. And my chair has decided... Yeah. My chair has decided to fully deflate. That's fucking irritating. Stupid thing. Urgh. Yep. Right. Here we go. One thing I've done before, and I'm almost certainly going to do again, is sometimes I'm not sure on whether I want to join one side or the other, depending on what quest line I'm doing. So, especially with Dawnguard, what I do...
Why do all these collections all have survival mods?
No idea, dude. So yeah, what I do if I'm not sure whether I want a vampire character or a mortal character is I get inside Castle Volkihar, talk to Harkin, well, get to the point where Harkin's basically going, behold the power, and basically showing off. I do a quick save there, or do a full save there. Serana, come on.
Hey, so before we go in there,
Are you all right?
I'll just do a
I
save,
think so.
so that if I want to,
Thanks for asking.
if I like start on the main that quest line and I don't like it,
After we get in
I can just go back to the save, go the opposite way.
I think.
And I'm going to do that with this
I know
character
the
because
Friars will probably want to kill everything in here. I'm
I
hoping
might
we
want to
should
try
have
something
some
else.
control.
Not sure.
Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Got it.
Lord Harkham's a great man. Let's show him the proper respect.
Yeah, thinking of that. Hey, there we go. I look a bit better. My gear's not all bloody. Yay! Wish it was that easy in the real world.
Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes.
Serana.
My lord,
Ah,
everyone,
there she is.
Serana has returned.
I guess unexpected.
I can't believe it.
My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you.
What's the frame rate like in here?
After all these years.
Still don't know what that is.
Ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course,
She has the
delighted
scroll.
to see you, my daughter.
Yeah, frame rate's not brilliant,
Must I really say
but it's also not bad, so it's...
it
Like,
will
I'm
mean
used to my
to
internal frame rate being like almost 100,
let her walk
so 60 is a bit... Ugh.
putting her head on the spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our home?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name? I am Harkin, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter will have told you what we are.
You're vampires.
Not just vampires. We are among
Wow.
the oldest
How
and most
accusative.
powerful vampires in Skyrim. For
centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world.
There we go.
All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most.
What happens now?
You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll, my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach, and you will never fear death again.
Now, I always have the temptation to just say yes, end of story, but, you know.
Then you will be prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power!
Here we go. Do I save that?
Power that I offer. Now, make your choice.
Oh, at least he's not a naked vampire lord like he has been in the past. I don't want to become a vampire. Yeah.
I don't want to become a vampire. I refuse your gift.
So be it. You are prey, like all mortals. I banish.
Bye. Well, at least he didn't send me to friggin' Cold Harbor. Oh, come on. That would have been cool. That would have been awesome. That would have been an interesting way to get you well, to give you a different way of playing this DLC. Harkin sends you to Cold Harbor as a gift from Molag Bal. You have to escape. And then beat his ass. That would be so fucking cool. Come on. I mean, you don't need to make an entirely new Cold Harbor. You could use the one in Vigilant. If you're going to do it as a mod, that is. Please, mod authors, please do this. And if anybody can't think of a storyline on how that would work, I can. So for those of you who may not have heard of it, there's this really clever...
Or you insult Harkin and it starts the Vigilant quest.
Yeah. Well, like the Vigilant Act 4 quest where you wake up in Cold Harbor. Spoilers. Shit, I just spoiled the quest line. Oh well, don't care. It's good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. You know how Harkin sends you to the den to get the chalice restored? Well, let's be honest. Everybody plays vampire characters differently. It's just, you know, how it goes. What if your character was the kind of character where they decided, no, I'm not going to do this task. It is beneath me. Harkin gets pissed off at you. Act 4 Vigilant. And instead of having to follow Serana and do the entire storyline, you could meet up with Serana, like,
Yes.
say... You could, for an example, say meet up with Serana outside of the Fulmer Cave, you know, the one that goes to the temple, because Serana has actually taken the initiative and gone off and done the first couple of quests worth of stuff, gotten up to the Fulmer Cave, you meet up with her, she's amazed that you're still alive, and you continue Dawnguard from there. And maybe add in a few voice lines for Serana using Serana Dialogue add-on. Just to say, okay, what happened whilst I was in Cold Harbor? And then she tells you. I genuinely think that that would be a better storyline than the one that was baked into Dawnguard. Alright. You know what? I can't be bothered to run all the do all the places, so I'm going to...
The problem with Dawnguard is that most of the stuff you do is pointless.
Yep. It's a quest line to get a very pretty bow that does a lot of damage to a very specific enemy type. Wah wah. How boring. So you say that? Yep, he's saying that in his sleep. Pats other him on the head. Such a cute little one-line pony.
The fact that you as the Dragonborn are already powerful enough to fight Harkon on your own, but the story pretends that you're not.
I know, right? It's insane. That was basically what was happening with everybody who was playing it when it first came out. Everybody was already Dragonborn, already gone through like 4 or 5 storylines, equipped to the nines, and could just stomp through it practically without even having Serana around. Woo! Gold. Very nice. I has monies. Woohoo! Bolt. Well. Take the jacket off for the time being. Oh, there's a couple of items. What the fuck? Ah, it's just weird. That doesn't work as well as I liked.
Instant 83 E Gerald Hyper.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do... take all my gear off. Start
I was
Armor set
honestly
2.
surprised that the Dawnguard DLC didn't once mention Meridia, the only Daedric prince who specifically hates undead.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Not even a reference to her. Would have been the best character to team up with without using Oriel. Just saying. Because aren't, you know, Daedra canonically more powerful than the gods? I believe. Technically.
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of a bit of a problem there. Ugh, great, ataxia. Wonderful. Where's my cure disease potion? Apparently I can't take it whilst I'm sat down. Well, that's bullshit. Yay! Make sure that I've got a save. Kill. Right. So yeah, I've been mucking around a little bit with different characters. Just to let you guys know what I've been up to in the background when I'm not streaming. Oh yeah, this one's kind of a clever idea that I had. I was mucking around with, because there's been this really cool trailer for World of Warcraft that came out recently. Actually, I could probably show you guys it if you give me a second. Gotta wait for the loading screen to hurry up and bugger off. So yeah, this character is kind of based upon a character from World of Warcraft called Xalatath. Who is Xalatath, you might wonder? Well, let me show you. Right. Close that. YouTube. Wow. War Within, and we do. Okay, there's a new trailer. Oh, be happy.
The visions.
Here we go.
Our world cries out for aid. Shadows gather. Deep within the heart of Azeroth. Our fate hangs by a
Bethesda sought to
thread.
ever release a DLC. I want Nocturnal to be the focus, honestly.
And fear threatens to consume us all. Xalatath is taunting us.
So yeah, this is Xalatath.
To preserve our world, we must face the shadow. Together. The Harbinger is here.
Here she is. This is Xalatath. Oh,
The Harbinger.
there you go. That's Xalatath. She looks cool as hell. I'm just gonna say it flat out.
Is here.
Yeah, me like. She is insanely badass, and I love her.
All Theses slides look familiar, lol.
Yeah. Which one was it?
Spiders.
Spiders! Not the spiders! Oh god, where is it? Blah, 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 blah. Lots of VTuber stuff. An actually good villain? Yep. Can I use Preacher's video to get to it? Probably, but I can't be bothered to. Where are you? You know what? Fuck it. Let's just use Preacher's video. Where is it? Preach. Pause. More. Oh, for fuck's sake, Preach.
Yeah, Nocturnal DLC, we need it.
Well, she basically is Nocturnal. Here we go. Shadow and Fury. Whoops. Here we go. This is the one that I watched yesterday.
For so long, I've watched you all. Your mortal struggles, your proud defiance, the loneliness you pretend not to feel. You cling to hollow faith that can't sustain you.
He's a paladin.
You revel in power that cannot withstand what
She's a mage.
You convince yourselves that you...
I don't know what Magni's supposed to be class-wise. I mean, when he was just a normal dwarf, if I remember correctly, he was a warrior of some sort. I believe. I don't remember exactly.
...are of purpose. That your great deeds can make a difference. But deep down...
Thrall, who's a shaman.
That when all your illusions are burned away...
Trailers are actually well made for an old game.
All that is left...
Oh yeah.
...is your fury. And in the end, your glorious fury will be mine.
Oh my god, she's so badass and hot. I'm sorry, but I am a Xalatath simp with that. She's fucking cool. If I remember correctly, Xalatath's soul, I guess, was kind of attached to a weapon of the same name. Must have been literally thousands of years ago in the Warcraft timeline. And something happened, if I remember correctly, and she...
Okay, why is she evil?
Jumped body into an elf character, so hence the really badass elf appearance. Why is she evil? I don't know. She was a Xalatath, the creature that was the soul that was trapped within the blade, that is now trapped inside this character's body, is a void creature, at least as far as I know, and the entire thing behind the void is it just wants to consume. It's practically a primal force, and its entire purpose is to consume everything. Basically. But yeah, I love this image of Xalatath. I think it looks fantastic.
Okay.
I mean, when it comes to creatures that are basically a primal force, there's not much more behind it than usually protect, destroy, not much else usually. Some cases grant life, fire, water, earth, whatever. But the thing that I like the most about Xalatath's model is her eyes. Her eyes are so cool. And this is genuinely one of the coolest looking bad guys that they have ever had in Warcraft history, in my personal opinion. There were some cool bad guys, but they were just like sub-bosses at very best. Like the, who was it? The Nightborn leader, the Nightborn are basically a form of elf who mastered magic tens of thousands of years ago and basically had an incredibly powerful empire. Then they were attacked by the Legion, who were demons, basically. And the entire thing with the Legion is they were entirely created to stop the Void from destroying everything. And yeah, this lady here, she is practically the Void incarnate. Or at least the leader of the Void's soldiers, troops, bad guys in this expansion. So you're just kind of like,
I kind of like Nocturnal's depiction better, as Nocturnal is evil. She's a neutral force that embodies shadows, but it's generic big bad.
Yeah, it has to be a lot more generic for like an MMO, because the thing with MMOs is you're always going to have new players coming in, and when you've got tons and tons of new players, they want to know the lore fairly quickly. Bearing in mind, I am explaining this as basically as I possibly can, because for one thing, I don't know a huge amount about Void lore. I know more about other things. And the main reason behind that is I wasn't overly interested in it because there weren't any expansions where the Void was the main bad guy. This is at least from what my own recollection, the first expansion where the Void is actually a big bad guy and not just like a side quest. But yeah, Xalatath looks insane and I love her.
Now in the SO, Nocturnal is generic evil.
Yeah. Yeah, she kind of is, isn't she? Yeah. It's one of those things I need to look up. But yeah, that other character that I was just showing off, the Zalavir one, this one, was kind of designed around the same theme as her, just because I love the look, I love the appearance. So yeah, that is something that I gotta admit I am really looking forward to possibly jumping back into this expansion. As long as it keeps me interested. If it doesn't keep me interested, then sorry, not happening. But yeah, I think that is probably going to be it for tonight, folks. So thank you all very much for watching. Feel free to follow if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And I will see you on Saturday. Saturday, we are going to be doing something a little different. We are going to be doing, hopefully, a bit of a longer stream. I want to make it a bit longer, because I must admit, I kind of missed the 4 or 5 hours.
Hermias Mora killed off another Daedric prince, then erased her from existence.
Cool. All right. All right, so I'm going to quickly mute the text-to-speech. Sorry, guys, but anyway, I'm trying to end the stream here. Right. thank you all very much for watching. Feel free to follow if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, as I said. And yeah, Saturday, I'm hoping to do a longer stream. I'm not 100% sure whether or not it's going to work. I will do my best to update you guys as to what's happening then. And yeah, I will see you on Saturday. So, good night, stay safe, have fun, and I'll catch you on Saturday. Bye, folks.